I'm pleased to be joined by the Red Wings' second-round pick, the 32nd player taken overall, William Wallinder from Sweden. He's a big dude. He's like 6'4". Still needs to put on a little bit of weight, I'm sure. But let's bring William in. William, congratulations on being a Red Wing. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling to be part of this organization. I know they have had a few Swedish players who have had a good success in their careers, so feels good to be a part of this.
Did you have a lot of contact with the Red Wings? Were you surprised when they drafted you, or did you have an inkling that you were on their radar?
I could see it coming. I spoke to them a lot, so it felt good.
Can you take us a little bit through that process? Was it Håkan Andersson? Was it Chris Draper? Was it Steve Yzerman? A combination of all those guys who were talking to you and interviewing you?
It was a combination of most of the guys. So I've talked to almost every one of them.
And what did they have to say to you? I mean, was it, I would imagine in the COVID-19 age, was it mostly like Zoom calls and what we're having right now? Or did you get to meet them face to face a lot?
It was a lot of Zoom and on the phone, but I got to speak with them before the COVID, so I met them.
What can you tell us about, people in Detroit want to know what kind of player you are. You're obviously a big man at 6'4". Can you talk a little bit about your game?
I'm a two-way defenseman with great skating ability. I love to join the rush. I got a good hockey sense, great passing, and got a pretty heavy shot.
Do you like to quarterback a power play? Do you like being on the power play? Would you rather kill penalties, or would you like to do both?
I could do both. You gotta do both because without defense, you can't win any games. So you gotta be able to defend, and I also love to be on the power play and be on the point.
When you like to join the rush, that's being good and how difficult is that to know when you can pinch in and when you have to stay back? Is that something that just comes naturally, or is that something you have to learn?
I think you have to learn to decide which situation when you can join the rush. That's something I've been working on a lot. So,
well, you're joining the rush. You like to join the rush. How about that outlet pass? When you're in your end, let's say Jonathan Bernier makes a save. Puck comes to you. Are you immediately looking up ice to dump that puck out, or would you like to carry it out of the zone, or do you like to make that first pass to a streaking winger?
At first, a pass if someone's wide open, but otherwise, I would probably skate it out.
When you now look at this whole situation, you're now a Detroit Red Wing. Can you take us back when, before you were 6'4", when you were just a little guy growing up in Sweden? What drew you to hockey? When did you know that you wanted to become a hockey player and pursue this quite possibly as a career?
I don't know, can't remember, but at the age of 4, I started to play hockey. My brother, he brought me to the rink when he went there because he played. So I just had to follow my brother, and he helped me a lot during my younger age. So he's been a guy I looked up to during when I was a young kid.
Wait, it's kind of odd. I mean, you're drafted in the NHL. I'm talking to an 18-year-old, and you're telling me when you were a younger kid. But I guess When you get to be my age, everybody's young. So I'm kind of
Uh,
curious when you look at it and your skating ability. Uh,
yeah.
was that something that you had to work on? I mean, people look at at a larger player, someone like yourself at 6'4", that maybe skating you would be not, you'd be maybe a little slower because you're just so large. But that isn't the case with you. You're a very, very good skater. Was that something that you've worked on your whole life?
No, it came naturally. I haven't worked that much on my skating. I've never had any like skating coach or something like that. I just had it in me, so feels good.
When I know the Red Wings drafted Lucas Raymond, fourth overall. You're both Swedish, so North Americans, especially Americans, would view this as that you and Lucas Raymond probably go back a long way. That you're best of friends. How well do you know Lucas Raymond?
I don't know him that well. Only played against him like once, I think, and I've been at one national camp with him, so I don't know him that well, and I live far away from Lucas.
So, do you know Red Wings have a number of Swedish prospects? Do you know anybody like Elmer Soderblom, Gustav Berglund, maybe even Gustav Lindstrom, who's here? Any of these young Swedish Red Wings that you have any kind of relationship with?
Uh, no, not special. Don't know any of them.
Geez, I'll tell you, William, we're going to have to get you out a little bit. I know you got to concentrate on hockey, but looking at the Red Wings, and that obviously they have a great heritage with Swedish players, led by perhaps the greatest defenseman of all time, in Nick Lidstrom. Then you look at Thomas Holmstrom, Henrik Zetterberg. The list really does go on. Nicholas Cromwell, who's there. I mean, how does that feel for you to know that you are the next in line of what has been a very proud association between the Red Wings and Swedish?
Um, that's just good for me, I think. Uh, Feels good to know that Detroit have developed a lot of Swedish players who have had success and long careers. So that's just good for me, I think.
William, what's your plan now? Are you going to continue playing for Modo? Would you like to come to North America eventually? I know it's all brand new to you right now. Have the Red Wings given you any indication of what your next step might be? And I know it's very difficult to predict with the world being in a pandemic right now.
No, it's pretty hard to tell, and now during COVID and all that, it's even harder. But I want to play in the NHL as fast as possible. So, but I will probably stay in Modo here for this season, and I'll see how my next season will be.
We always hear with North American coming over to North America to play, it's a smaller ice surface, that the game actually is quicker and comes at you space. You don't have as much time as you do on the international surface. Have you played a lot on the smaller ice surface, on the North American surface, or do you think that perhaps might be your biggest adjustment leaping from European hockey, shall we say, to the NHL?
No, I've only played on that size of a rink once. I was at a camp in Toronto, and that's the only time I've been at a smaller rink. But I don't think it will be any problem to adjust to it.
Do you know anything about Detroit? I know you know a little bit about the Red Wings, but do you know anything about the state of Michigan and Detroit, which is going to be your home now, probably for the foreseeable future?
No, I don't know that much. It's hard to know anything about it, but hopefully I will learn a lot about it.
All right. Well, I'm still learning, and I grew up here, so I mean, it's William. I mean, it's a big city. It is pretty big. A lot of. Hopefully, you like Motown music. Maybe that's the first thing you should do. Is just like Google Motown and start listening to that, and then throw in a little bit of Jack White, Eminem, techno if you're into that. That was from Detroit. I mean, if you're into music, Detroit has a really vibrant music scene. So you could start maybe there, and then kind of branch out. And cars. Do you like cars? Are you into cars at all?
No, not especially, but not nice cars. I like to drive nice cars.
All right. Well, you're going to see a lot of them here. Maybe you can even watch them being built. All right, William,
Yeah.
William Wallinder, second round pick of the Red Wings, defenseman, left-handed shooting defense. I would imagine someday that you hope to be maybe paired with Mo Sider, somebody like that. I guess I think what we're learning is you don't really know a whole lot because you've been concentrating on yourself, but are you eager to get started, meet all your fellow Red Wings, and start that next step in your progression of being a professional hockey player?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know they have a lot of good younger prospects, so it will be fun.
Yeah, well, it will be fun. William, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. Congratulations on being drafted by the Red Wings. We look forward to seeing you in Detroit very, very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.